Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the cryptocurrencies. So on the Bitcoin, this recent few days since our recent update, we do not have a lot of changes. Market showing very choppy and sloppy action on the intraday charts, and actually even recent performance and reaction on the Fed statement looks not very impressive. So that doesn't let us to change our major view that we think that Bitcoin still has more chance to go down rather than show the significant reversal. It's just because of the fundamental background that now provides serious headwind for Bitcoin performance. Since this is not the interest-bearing asset, it pays no dividends, and with the rising interest rates, the competition from the bond market, for example, even in terms of the yield, in terms of the return, I wouldn't take in consideration the regulation, the stability, the history of the bond market that is absolutely more reliable compared to the cryptocurrencies. So it's definitely stands in favor compared to the cryptocurrencies. And besides, the cryptocurrency currently shows the behavior mostly that's not very quality stock comparison to the blue chips market. So all this stuff makes us be skeptical on any upward direction that we see currently. And well, at least until we will get clear bullish signs. So it means that the taking of some previous tops, breaking important levels, only if we will get this type of the performance, we could start watching for changing of the sentiment on the market. Until this happens, we do not have any reasons to do this. So in fact, on the weekly chart, that might be, as I said, breakout of the confidence resistance, moving above this top and breaking this pennant to the upside. In this case, we could say that maybe something is changing, and we could start watching for possible moments for investing in Bitcoin. But currently, with this performance, when the market actually forming bearish pattern, as we tell last time, well, it's difficult to find reasons to starting investing in the Bitcoin right now. So on the daily chart, it's also nothing actually has happened. The grabbers that have been formed last time are valid. It's two side-by-side grabbers. Market hasn't taken the top of this pattern, and it's still valid. And they suggest that market should take out of these lows. That hasn't happened yet. So it means that we could get the downward continuation here on the Bitcoin market. So for instance, if you'd like to possess yourself with the grabbers, you could do this here just because the stop should be placed very closely to this current market, just above the stop, above this area. So that's what we have on the daily. We do not have clear reasons that indeed market is turning up and start upward action. So mostly it remains some kind of the consolidation. Besides, so it means that on the daily chart we are not denied the target. So we're still watching for 26 target of this major ABCD pattern that we have. On the longer time frame, mostly on the 4 time frame chart, here's important detail that we think might be vital for current market performance. So take a look what's going on with this triangle consolidation. So if we'll take a look, market is moving accurately from between the lines, but in the recent week you can see market is not able to move high and complete the opposite border. And here, again, even despite the Fed decision 25 basis points change, it was some minor upward reaction, but, well, this is very difficult to call as a reversal. So mostly it's very flat and choppy action here that doesn't look really bullish. So, in fact, if you are trading on the Bitcoin in the longer term and you would like to invest, I think that it's nothing to do currently in the market. It is very wobble and well, with no bullish sentiment by far. It makes sense to wait. For scalp trading, you could use the clear patterns for possessing. So it will be either butterfly that we potentially could get, scrubbers that we have. Here you could identify different patterns. So for instance, you could identify even upside butterflies if you'd like, so, and trade on the long side of the market if you want. But our suggestion is that, well, bears currently have a bit more points, more advantage compared to the bulls. And from that standpoint, although the overall patterns are not very superb, so they are, well, in the current circumstances, very difficult to find some clear and strong patterns to trade. But taken all together, we suggest that chances that market could complete at least this minor ABCD pattern, dropping to the 36, 35.70 area back to these lows, with the grabbers that we have on the daily chart, well, this seems a bit more probable than straightforward upward reversal currently on the Bitcoin. So that's actually what we have on the cryptocurrencies. But as we said, overall setup currently, just because of the choppy action, well, is not very good for trading in general. So it carries lots of risk, uncertainty. So that choice is up to you. Either it makes sense to wait a bit, or if you still would like to trade and make the bets on the current setups, just identify where you place your stop and do not marry any position for a long term, trying to take targets that stands relatively close.